Hello friends, welcome back to the Amateur Smokehouse Kitchen. I'm your host Billy, and today we're going to be making some smoked deer chili. So stay tuned.
Bobby come from North SmakAhLackin. He left home, never coming back. Cussing and grinning and humming that tone.
So the process actually started last night. I took some deer meat that I had kind of cubed up yesterday. This is from a deer that I got last year. We had just a couple of small packages of, and I labeled it stew meat. But we're going to take it. I put a marinade in there, just a little bit of a marinade after I smoked the meat. So here, let me back up for a second. I took the meat out, thawed it out. I put it onto my trays and I put it in my smoker, my vertical smoker, so I could do just a heavy smoke without much heat. And I smoked it for an hour, brought it back in, put it in this little marinade with some seasoning, mixed it all up, covered it, put it in the fridge, let it set overnight. Today, we're going to go on with the next process, and that is going to be to grind this so we can begin the rest of our process of making this smoked deer chili. All right, so we're ready for this process. I've got the grinder hooked up to the KitchenAid mixer. This part here is brand spanking new. We have not used this part here. We got this from my wife's aunt who has a KitchenAid. Never used the grinder kit, but we're going to use it because, well, we like to grind up deer meat and beef. So anyway, we're going to take our deer meat and we're going to go ahead and begin the grinding process, and we're just going to take you along for the ride. All right, folks, so we've got that ground up. I'm going to clean up the grinder head right here in just a minute. I want you to see this. And some people are like, why did you put the marinade, the seasoning, and all that stuff before you grind it? Because I want the meat to have a chance to absorb those flavors and to have a chance to sit in the marinade to tenderize a decent amount before we grind it up. And man, I'm just being honest with you, it smells really incredible right now. Man, that smells good. Okay, on to the next step. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and make some giant meatballs with this, because I want to take, I'm going to put these on the rack in my smoker, on my smoker grill, and I'm going to let them smoke and slowly cook, and the drippings from these drain down into the pot that's going to have my other ingredients in it for the chili. Now, some people will make their chili without beans because they say it's traditional. Here's the deal. I grew up on chili where we had beans in it. Beans were super cheap. We had a big family. There was 9 of us. Beans was a good filler, and it helped to make sure that everybody got fed. And so we're going to use beans in our chili today. All right, we've got our meatballs done that we're going to place on the rack above the pot that we're going to be cooking in the smoker. But before we do all of that, I am going to go ahead and take my ingredients, and in my cast iron pot, I'm going to go ahead and begin that process on the stove here, and then we're going to transfer everything out to the smoker. All right, so we've got a few jars here. We've got a couple of jars of stewed tomatoes and pasta sauce that my wife canned last year. We're going to go ahead and use that for the base of our chili today. And in that process, I'm going to let this cook down because it is not real thick, but I am going to let it cook down so that it will thicken up. The stewed tomatoes is going to help that process too. So let's just jump right on in. I love the smell of that pasta sauce. It smells so doggone good. All right, we're going to try it right there with this. And I'm going to begin letting this cook down a little bit. May add this other little jar of stewed tomatoes in a little bit. Maybe. We'll see. I still got some onion I got to chop up, and then also I am going to go ahead and put beans in this, and then of course my deer meat, and I've got my other seasoning stuff. We'll go through that stuff here in a little bit. Anyways, let's go ahead and get to cooking this down. I'm going to give this base another quick stir as it continues to cook down. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and cut up onion and some jalapeno that we're going to add to our chili here in a little while. It's cooking down really good, really nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and chop up some onion here. Onion is so good. I always peel off this white layer. I always peel off the inner 1 to 2 layers to make sure we're getting really good onion. That one wasn't too bad, so we know we've got some good onion to work with now. Take a look at this. I've already incorporated the jalapenos, the onion. I did put in some more onion and some more jalapeno. Put in my seasonings, and some of you are going to be like, why didn't you show us what seasonings and stuff to add? Because here's the thing. I don't want you to make things just exactly the way I make it. I don't want you to put the exact same amount of something that I put into it. You know what you and your family and your friends like, and so use what you like. And one of the things that I always do with my seasonings and whatever it is, anything that I put into a cook that I'm doing, I always start off with small amounts because you can always add to that. You just can't ever take away from it. So sometimes I'll use a little more than what somebody else may suggest, and I may use a little bit less. So I did use some rub seasoning of my choice. I used a little bit of chili powder, some smoked paprika, some garlic powder, onion powder. I cut up some jalapenos and some onion and put in there. So, do things the way you like to do it, the way your family prefers, and your friends the way they enjoy it, because that's who you're cooking for. So I am going to go ahead and add beans to this. I'm not going to do it right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the beans to this later. I'm going to let this sit and simmer just a little bit more, and then I'm going to take it out there, put it on the smoker, and put our ground venison on the rack just above it, and let it start smoking and get some smoke incorporated, more smoke incorporated into the meat, and get some smoke incorporated into this chili. I'll go out occasionally and give it a stir, and this is going to be a good slow cook throughout the day. All right, everybody, I just went ahead and just put the pot of chili and the venison just like this. I've got it set to 180 right now. I will turn it up a little bit here in just a moment, but I wanted to get everything situated. And so there it is. We're going to let it do its thing. All right, folks, I apologize. The wind is blowing out here. I didn't put the mic back on because sometimes it makes funny noise outside. I don't know what the deal is with it. Anyway, the deer meat was done. I just got back. I had to go and process the deer for a buddy of mine who got a deer today. Today is let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's Monday. It's the 3rd day of deer season here in Missouri. So anyway, I took the venison balls that was up here. They were done. I crumbled them up, put them in the chili. It's been sitting there simmering. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a taste test with y'all on camera. Good gosh almighty. Ooh, that's good stuff. It's good stuff. Oh, man. We'll do another taste test when it's done. I'm going to let this continue here at 225. It's been on all afternoon. It's after 3 now. So, anyway, I'm going to let it continue to simmer and continue to collect some smoke, and I'll stir it every now and again, and then we'll pick you guys up again once we're inside. Just brought the chili inside, guys, and man, does it ever look good. It smells really good. And when I tasted it a while ago outside, it tasted really good. So hang on a second, we're gonna dip out a bowl and take a sample of it and check it out. Man, that's good stuff. Doesn't that look good? All right, let me get a spoon. Good gosh. That's good stuff, man. I'm telling you what. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, it's really good. Really good. So, totally recommend trying it that way. Take your deer meat, put some smoke on it, put it in a marinade, some seasoning, cover it overnight. Next day, if you've got a grinder, grind it. If not, put it in like that maybe. Maybe, cut the cubes of meat up smaller. So anyway, this turned out far better than I thought it was going to. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, be sure to get your smoke on. Y'all take care, stay safe, and God bless.